Hey, it's Dr. Mordecai, and thank you for joining me for It'sDrMordecai.com episode 6. Today we're going to talk about exposing students to successful alumni. Let's get started. So why do I use the word exposing? And that's a reason for that. It's kind of like a revealing of what we should be doing as student affairs professionals, especially educators. Our students really need to be exposed to successful alum for an array of reasons, and there's two that I really want to focus on, okay? So the conversation of millennials. You can look at a lot of the research about millennials, but millennials, I want to put this in a nutshell here because I'm a millennial, so I can say this. We wanted to get rich, and we wanted to figure out how to get rich because we all were raised around these different images of big cars and shiny things and big houses and all these promises of wealth. And so school was a way to just get to that for some of us. Others took other paths. And so the whole pathway model really worked for millennials because in our mind we ended up saying, you know what, if I do this, then I can be guaranteed this, and if I do this, I'll be guaranteed that. Well, the game is shifting a little bit because millennials are working their way out of the funnel somewhat in education. But when you start to talk about incoming freshmen, well, that's not millennials coming through, that's Generation Z coming through. And Generation Z looks a little differently, some will say a whole lot differently than millennials. So one of the importances that I at least want to bring to the light in this short video here is especially with incoming freshmen and sophomore. They're Generation Z. They need to be exposed to alumni for a different reason, and that reason is being this. If you look at the societal factors that they were exposed to being raised, they saw mom and dad lose their jobs. They were raised during a time of war. So 9/11 turned into the war on Iraq and the war on this and that. And so they've seen a lot of turmoil, economic downturn. So they're not necessarily coming to school to get rich. It's about stability for them. So being able to be exposed to that person that's made it means a whole lot more to relationship. It's not about, oh, this is someone that's made it and I can network with them and get to the top. It's more about, wow, you're someone who made it. Tell me the pitfalls, tell me what that looked like. That way I can avoid that as well. And it's a support system. That's not to say that millennials wouldn't appreciate it the same, but it's certainly something that we need to keep in mind as we work with Generation Z students. I certainly hope that you found this information helpful. You see my contact information below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, love to hear ideas on new shows and things that we should tackle together. I look forward to seeing you soon at It'sDrMordecai.com.